Let me guess, you're stressed. I mean, you have been for years. Your body and mind feels like it's an input overload, and no matter how fast you work, you feel like you can't keep up with the barrage of tasks in front of you or the compounding shame and pressure to do more and be more for everyone around you. Trust me, I understand. And when we talk about managing stress, it feels a little like this chicken or the egg kind of problem. Do we work on managing the stressors and try and resolve the stress? They're both problematic. So where do we begin? Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Wackett. Thanks for joining me for another video as we work to empower and equip you with the confidence and skills to write your own story so that you can live your life on purpose. Today we're talking about the stress cycle and what we can do to break out of it so that we can get out of this constant and perpetual feedback loop leading us straight into burnout. Burnout is a psychological response to prolonged or graded exposure to stressors. It's often referred to as a syndrome or illness and can have an extreme mental, emotional, and physical impact on the individual. People often describe this feeling as a breaking point or like they're falling apart. To address burnout effectively, we have to consider two key factors: stress and stressors. Stressors are the inputs that cause you stress. They might be people, circumstances, things that are outside of you, or things internal, like a pain in your back that you keep trying to ignore, but it's getting worse, or a negative thought that's getting stuck in your brain, playing on repeat. Stressors can be a sensory experience, like a song or smell that reminds you of something painful, or projections or fears imagined. Ultimately, they're anything your brain codes as a potential threat. Stress, on the other hand, is the body's response. It's the physiological and neurological cascade that occurs as a result of the stress, as a means to protect and defend against the threat. Often we get lost in an attempt to control stressors, minimizing, avoiding, doing whatever we can to stop the stressor, which makes sense because stressors are the inputs that activate the body's stress and distress cycle. I mean, it seems proactive, upstream. And it works sometimes. There are absolutely some stressors we can control, but radical acceptance, stressors are inevitable and infinite. Trying to address or prevent them all is like going into a game of whack-a-mole with no mallet and the machine popping out moles double time. Being angry, sad, or resentful at the demands of your job or the perpetual workload increases, the news, Aunt Julie or your neighbor Todd for their raging stance against your political ideology and unwavering ability to remind you of it, or the fear that's always lurking around the corner at what nastiness your toddler is bringing home from school. Yes, that last one is one I am working on right now. Does nothing but burn you out. Your only choice in these instances is to change how you respond to those stressors, both in the moment and how you shift your life design moving forward to limit exposure. And then subsequently, we need to address how we're going to support your body to move through the stress cycle that was induced by whatever came up. It's hard to believe, I know, but let's use this example. Have you ever had a major project or period of stress in your life where you were grinding it out until the end? Once it was over, you got sick, you were depressed, or you had difficulty finding motivation for anything moving forward. If the stressor alone were the problem, as soon as the thing was complete, you'd assume your body would rebound. But instead, it crashed. This is the result of the residual stress on the body. Now, this is a both positive and negative truth about burnout. The good news being that we don't have to wait for a stressor to be gone or try to eliminate future stressors to recover from or treat burnout. Remember, our power is in how we respond to what's in front of us. It's changing how we respond rather than what we are responding to. The downside is that the work is on us. Sometimes it would be nicer if we felt better when the stressor was gone, but that's not how it works. So are you ready for me to be even more brutally honest? This also means that you have to stop using time as an excuse not to do what you need to for yourself. If you wait until there's more time to practice self-care, you're never going to do it. If you're waiting until the timing is better to leave your marriage, change jobs, ask for help, and take time for yourself, it's never going to happen. Time is like gas in an enclosed container. It's going to expand to whatever is on our plate. The only way to get time for X is to take it with intention and grace. So what do I mean by this? You may not be able to take it immediately with shame lurking around the corner, or you may take it but feel bad, so you put it back. But the truth is that you deserve to take it, and taking it is vital to healing. So what's it gonna be? Staying stuck in the stressor feedback loop, or taking control and shifting your storyline? Let us know in the comments what's coming up for you, and of course, any lingering questions or stuck points that we can build community and support around your process. If you haven't yet, head to the show notes and click the link to get yourself on my email list so you can get supportive content like this delivered to your inbox every week, as well as some really awesome discounts and access to things that I don't share anywhere else. Now, of course, if you like this video, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, if you hit subscribe, and of course, sharing is caring, so send this video to someone else you think could benefit from hearing it. I appreciate the opportunity to walk with you on this journey. Remember that you have the right to author your own life. So let's go get that pen back. I'll see you next time.